everyone, I'm Lora, the Family and Consumer Science Extension Agent for Greenup County. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be continuing on with our Cooking Through the Calendar series. So for this month, April, we are featuring a stuffed pepper recipe. So before we get started, I just want to go over one thing that is crucial right now and always before you start to prepare food in your kitchen. Make sure that you're washing your hands and that your surfaces are all clean and sanitized. So when we're washing our hands, we want to make sure that we have warm water, lather with soap for at least 20 seconds. So you can sing your favorite song or maybe happy birthday twice. You want to make sure that you get all surfaces on your hand, including your palms, the fronts, in between your fingers, and also your fingertips during that 20 seconds before you rinse again with warm water and dry your hands. So now we're ready to get started. So we have all of these ingredients ready for us to use today for our stuffed pepper recipe. Some of them include chili powder, cumin, garlic powder. We have a diced onion, some ground turkey that's already been cooked. We have salsa, black beans, brown rice, and our star ingredient of today, which is our colorful peppers. So we're going to get started first. We have our pan hot and ready to go, and we're going to take 2 teaspoons of oil and put that down into our skillet along with our diced onion. We just want that to become translucent as we cook those today. So while we get this started in our pan, let's talk a little bit about our meat. So here I have already crumbled this and it's ready to go. So this is something that can be good for you to do if you catch something on sale at the grocery store. Go ahead and buy that meat item and you can crumble it, you can patty it, whatever you might like for your family, and then have that in the freezer ready to go. The crucial step there is to make sure that you have something that is freezer grade quality to store that in. Whether it's a freezer bag or a container, you want it to be freezer grade, and you also want to be labeling and dating. So as you're putting things into your freezer, you know what needs to be used first, and you know what that item is, so that you can take it out and unthaw it for those recipes that you want to prepare for your family. So we have our onion going here in our skillet, and we are going to take the ground turkey that we already have prepared and add it in there with it. So this is already cooked. All we're doing is bringing it back up to temperature. And along with our ground meat, we're going to add in some of these wonderful spices. So you're going to notice as we are preparing this today, I'm not using any salt. So this is a great recipe if you're looking for something that's a little bit more low sodium. And we're going to get some salt from the other things that we're adding in here. So we're not going to directly add any salt in ourselves. So first we have our garlic powder, and this is 2 teaspoons. So make sure whenever you're preparing this that you're using garlic powder as opposed to garlic salt, because that's going to give you more of that salty quality, and we're just looking for the garlic taste here. We're also going to add in some cumin powder, and that's also 2 teaspoons. Going to get some great flavor from that, as well as 2 teaspoons of chili powder. So this is going to be a little bit of a Tex-Mex version of a stuffed pepper. So we're just going to let all of these flavors marry together. It's already starting to smell wonderful here in the kitchen. I wish that you guys could smell this along with me. But once you're preparing it at home for your family, you're going to get that wonderful smell throughout your home. So we're going to let that just come up to temperature for just a minute. And we'll talk about the last set of ingredients that we're going to add in once this comes up to temperature. So we have 1 cup of salsa, whatever type of salsa that your family prefers. I just have a mild version, but if you like something with a little bit more spice, you could go for medium or hot there. We also have some brown rice. So we know that we are encouraged to make half of our grains whole grains. So this brown rice is a great way that you can incorporate whole grains into your meal, and try to encourage children even to try them, because they will be inside of the pepper and it won't be as noticeable for them to see the difference between the white rice and the brown rice. And we also have some black beans. So black beans are a wonderful source of protein. So if you're looking to add a little bit of extra protein and fiber to your diet, black beans are a great choice. So So with this particular dish, we're adding a lot of great whole grain with our brown rice, as well as fiber from our beans as well. So we're going to have a lot of added fiber in here with those ingredients that we're about to add in. So we're getting a good sizzle now from everything that we have so far in the pan, which is our onions, our ground turkey, and all of those spices. So we're going to continue on and add in our last set of ingredients. So we have our salsa, 1 cup. We have our brown rice, really encouraging those whole grain foods. And we also have our black beans, that great source of protein and fiber. So we're going to mix all this around together, and then we're going to be ready to stuff our peppers. So you can see how simple that was. We did save a lot of time here because I had that ground meat already cooked. So if you're looking for one of those quick weeknight meals, that would be something that you could do ahead of time, and then just have it unthawed in the refrigerator. That way you can save that time as you're preparing this meal for your family at home. So we're going to let this all marry in the pan together for just a minute, and then we will get ready to stuff those peppers. So before we move on, just make sure that you have your oven preheated to 375. These are going to cook in the oven for about 30 minutes once we get them stuffed. So I'm going to let them come up to temperature for just a minute, and we're going to talk about our star ingredient here. So we have all of these wonderful peppers here in the pan. So you're going to start off with 4 peppers. You want to make sure that you wash those, take the tops off and the seeds out, and just slice them in half. So this is going to serve as the little boat for your stuffed peppers. So peppers are great because they are a low sugar, low calorie, low fat food item. So this is something that's going to be very colorful and very flavorful to hold this wonderful mixture that we are making in our pan today, okay? So all you're going to do is prepare your pan with a little bit of cooking spray, and then layer your peppers about in there. You could choose any color. I just got a variety. We have some red, yellow, orange, and green. So you can choose whatever color you would like to make your stuffed pepper creation. So we have all of this wonderful mixture ready to go here in our pan, and the very last step is for us just to stuff our peppers before we put them in the oven. So this is meant to serve 8 people, okay? So you're going to have 8 servings from this recipe. So we're just going to take some spoonfuls and put it down into each one of the peppers. And it might spill out a little bit, but that's okay. Just stuff them to your liking. Some of them might be bigger and some of them might be smaller. You just want to make sure that as you are cutting your peppers, that you have that nice curve. Try not to cut one side flatter than the other. That way that you're not missing out on the great mixture that we are creating here. So once we get all of these stuffed, the very last thing you're going to do before you put it in the oven is to cover it with aluminum foil. Okay, so we're going to get these all stuffed, and then we're going to cover our pan with aluminum foil, stick it in a 375-degree oven for 30 minutes. And then after we take them out, we're going to put just a little sprinkle of cheese on top and put them back in for 5 minutes just to get that melted. So you can see this is a quick and easy recipe. We're encouraging lots of different foods that maybe we might not eat on a typical basis. But if you put cheese on it, that might encourage those kiddos to try it. So we have our peppers all nice and beautifully stuffed. I'm going to turn my skillet off there. And we're just going to take our aluminum foil and cover our pan. We don't want things to get too done, so the foil will help to steam the peppers in there and keep them from getting overly brown. So I'm just going to stick this in the oven, and we'll be back shortly to show you our finished product. Welcome back, guys. We have completed our recipe now, and I just wanted you to see the finished product. So when we last left, we had just put it in the oven, so we wrapped it in foil, baked it in an oven at 375 for 30 minutes. Then we took our foil off and sprinkled a little bit of cheese on them and put them back in just to let that melt. So you can see our beautiful finished product. here, which looks lovely paired up with some fresh fruit. So we have some peach chunks here today. So a half a cup and a half a pepper would be a serving. So this will be a great family meal that you could serve rather quickly and have lots of color and great flavor for your family. So these are our turkey stuffed peppers, which have a little bit of a Tex-Mex variety to them, not very spicy, but full of flavor. So I hope you've enjoyed our time together today, and we look forward to seeing you soon for more programming here with FCS Extension in Greenup County.